Students, I am Jury Sharma and today I will be taking your science class, that is chemistry periodic classification of elements. Now first question that comes on our mind is, what is meant by periodic classification of elements? So suppose you have bought fruits and vegetables from the market. Now you need to arrange them at home. How you will arrange it? You will separate the fruits from the vegetables and you will keep the fruits together and vegetables together. Similarly, in our periodic table also, elements which have the similar properties are kept together. Now what is meant by elements? Elements means which we can't further break down. Suppose if you take water which is composed of H2O, can we break down H2O? Yes. If you break down H2O, we will get hydrogen and oxygen. But if you only take hydrogen, can we break down hydrogen? No, we can't, because it is an element. So elements can't be further break down and they are in our periodic table. So now question is, who have arranged them and how they arranged it? So the first meaningful arrangement was done by Dobner. Dobner was the first who arranged it in a meaningful way. So he had arranged it in 3 traits, that are 3 pairs, and total of 9 elements he had arranged it. At his time there were 30 elements that existed. Now presently there are 118 elements. So how he arranged it? He took the first and the third element, he bring out his average, and its average was approximately equal to the middle one. So that's how he arranged the rest. Total of 9 elements. But he was not successful because at his time there were 30 elements, but he could have only arranged total 9 elements. Now second comes our Newland octave law. So Newland was a music lover. So as in our music we have 8 ragas, that is sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. So 8 elements, 8 ragas. So he also said that in his table, if you take any element, from that element the 8th element will repeat its property. Means if you take hydrogen, fluorine will repeat the properties of hydrogen. If you take lithium, then sodium will repeat the property of lithium. But at his time there were 56 elements, but he could have only arranged till calcium. So rest he couldn't. That's why he was also not successful. And he also said that as there are 56 elements, in future there can be more elements. So he didn't kept any space in his table. Now comes our Mendeleev, and Mendeleev is one of the most intellectual person, because he has already, although there were 63 elements at his time, but he said that in future there can be more elements as well, and that's why in his table he also kept space for the future elements. You can see there are spaces, and this space were kept for the future elements. So in his table, how he arranged it in the increasing atomic mass. Like if you take hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, then what is happening? The atomic mass is increasing. Like lithium has 6.939, beryllium has 9.102. What is happening? Atomic masses are increasing. So he said that it can be arranged for increasing atomic mass. But he also has 3 limitations. That is, you can check cobalt and nickel. Cobalt has 58.93 atomic mass and nickel has 58.71. But is it increasing? No, it is not increasing. So the first limitation is cobalt and nickel are not increasing in its atomic masses. Then the second one is, he didn't kept any space for isotopes. Isotopes means that one form of elements which have the different physical characteristics but same chemical characteristics. So he didn't kept any space for isotopes in his table, although he kept space for noble gases, but he didn't kept any space for isotopes. And third is, his position of hydrogen was also objectable in his table. Now comes our modern periodic table, and modern periodic table was arranged by Henry Moseley. So it is one of the most important table you need to remember. And how he had arranged it? He had arranged it in increasing atomic number. Unlike Mendeleev, he didn't arrange it in increasing atomic masses. He arranged it in increasing atomic numbers. So what he said that these are, if you check these vertical columns, there are 18 vertical columns in his verticals like this. If you check here, count here, there are 18 vertical columns in this, and these vertical columns are known as groups. And if you check horizontally, there are 7 horizontal rows which are known as periods. And he also gave them name, like the first block is known as S block, then the middle one is known as D block, then this one is known as P block, and this one is known as F block. And he said that this left sides, they are metals like sodium, calcium, they are metals. And this middle one, this one, this zigzag line, colorful zigzag line, they are known as metalloids. Metalloids means which have the characteristics of metals and non-metals both. And this one, right side, they are non-metals because they are noble gases as well, and noble gases are found in the atmosphere as they were discovered very lately because they are less reactive. And they are bottom one are known as radioactive elements, and they have emerged from the D block only. D block is also known as transition block, and that's why they are, this bottom one is known as inner transition block, means they have emerged from it. Like if you see 57 La, then lanthanoids are emerged from 57 La, and actinoids have emerged from 89 AC. And you don't need to know about them much because you will get them in class 11. Now you just need to know about the S block and P block. Now one more thing is, if you check here from left to right, then metallic characteristics are increasing. Like I told you, this left sides are metals, they are metalloids and non-metals. So if you go from this to this, left to right, then the metallic characteristics are decreasing. Metallic characteristics from left to right are decreasing, and if you see from the top to bottom, then the metallic characteristics are increasing. So this is what we can sum up for our periodic classification of the elements. I hope you all understood. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me. Thank you.